Blessed is the man who perseveres under trial, because when he has stood the test, he will receive the crown of life that God has promised to those who love him. James 1 verse 12. It is trials and tribulation in the life of a Christian that refines our trust in God and increases our dependence upon the Lord. The personal difficulties and dangers that we face in our everyday life, and our reaction to the distresses and despair of others, is often the determining factor of whether we hold fast to what we believe of Christ's sufficient strength or whether we allow seeds of doubt to darken our hearts to the goodness of God. And when we doubt, we become tossed to and fro in a sea of uncertainty. But blessed is the man who endures such trials and tribulations in the power of his might, because when he passes the test he will receive the crown of life, which God has promised to all who love him. We have a vicious enemy that is seeking to shipwreck our faith in the goodness of God. His strategy is to plant seeds of doubt in the mind of all believers so that their life is not fruitful, nor honoring to the Lord who bought them. But the trials and tribulations that are designed by the enemy to unsteady our faith can be used as the catalyst to strengthen our trust in God if we will but persevere in his sufficient strength. For this brings honor to our Father in heaven and an eternal reward for those that patiently endure. We do not have the capacity to stand firm in this evil day in our own strength, but Christ has promised that his grace is sufficient. And when we do hold fast to the precious promises of God and remain anchored to the truth of his holy word, we will not be tossed about like a frothy wave in a sea of doubt, but will be anchored to the truth of his sufficient grace. The difficulties we face in life can trip us up and tempt us into doubt and despair, but blessed is the man who endures these trials and tribulations, because when he has passed the test he will receive the magnificent crown of life, which the Lord our God has promised to all who love him. Let's break down the key components of this verse. Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial. The verse begins by highlighting the blessing that comes to those who endure and remain steadfast in the face of trials and challenges. Perseverance under difficult circumstances is seen as a virtue. Because, having stood the test, the reason for the blessing is explained. The person is considered blessed because they have endured and passed the test presented by trials. This implies a testing or refining process through adversity. That person will receive the crown of life. The reward for enduring trials is described as the crown of life. In a biblical context, this is often understood as a symbol of eternal life or the reward that comes from a faithful and enduring relationship with God. That the Lord has promised to those who love him, the promise of the crown of life, is explicitly connected to those who love the Lord. This emphasizes the relational aspect of faith and suggests that enduring trials is a demonstration of one's love and commitment to God. In summary, James 1 verse 12 encourages believers to persevere under trials, assuring them that there is a blessed reward, symbolized by the crown of life, promised to those who love the Lord and remain steadfast in their faith through challenges.